I have to create content for myself as a content creator. I have to create content for the channel. I have to create content for the business, because when you're a small business owner, you are everything. You're the market person, you're the sales person, you are the social media, whatever. You are everything in that business. So that means you have to remember to create clips while you're crocheting at times. You have to like take pictures after you're done crocheting. You have to create videos on TikTok so that you can market. You have to answer like the questions when customers like DM you. So you can imagine like there's too much work when it comes to content. So I really need to plan. That means I really need a content planner to find things that I can do within that 12 weeks, and it becomes easier to do it than when I say at the end of the year I want to get to 10,000. I will just wait until it gets to October. That's when it hits me. I wanted to get to 10,000, but I'm still stuck at 7,000, if you get me. Yeah. A part of this family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome to be part of the family. The first thing that is going out this year is making excuses. Like, I'm so good at making excuses. Like, even the tiniest things, like waking up, you find that I'll still be making excuses. So there's this day I woke up and I was like, I'm so tired, I need to go back to sleep. Like I usually have a baby, and I'm making such kind of excuse. And I was like, girl, you can't be having such kind of an excuse. Like, a baby is a 1-year-old child. You can't be having excuses like, I have a baby, I'm so tired. Like, you need to get yourself together and plan your life. Stop making excuses. Even when it comes to like maybe you want to wake up and have a certain routine, you bring out excuses like, I'm so tired, I have a business, I have to make this item for a client. Like, no, if you set yourself, you need to like, you want to have a certain routine before you go into working on your crochet items. No excuses. So we're really going to try like the year 2024. No excuse here. Number 2 is to have a work-life balance. So I used to talk about work-life balance in my previous videos, not knowing that one day it will get to me. Yes, I don't go to work, but the fact that I have a small business and I crochet, crocheting usually takes a lot of your time. So at times I'd wake up, maybe let's say waking up at 10 or 11, I take breakfast and I start crocheting. I take break, let's say lunchtime, I cook lunch, we eat lunch, and I continue crocheting. When the baby goes to sleep at 2, I continue crocheting. When it gets to 7, I cook dinner, and then I continue crocheting until 11. That's when I realized like there's nothing else I've done apart from like taking breaks for meals and crocheting. Like, that is all I have to do. The sad part is I usually don't have time for other things. Like, that means if that is what I do on a daily basis, that means that I'll spend the entire week at home. Maybe I just get out of the house when I go to buy supper or when I go to church, which is so sad. Like, I just want to go out more. Like, even if it is just to take a walk and then come back, even wake up in the morning and say, today I'm not crocheting, today I just want to go out, like today I just want to read a book, today I just want to go and like have my hair done, have my nails done, today I just want to go and have a face scrub. Like, I just want that kind of a balance in life, not just because at times I wake up, let's say like with that bonnet in your head and with your like pajamas, and that is the way you stay the whole day. Like, the person who left you in the house will find you the same way they left you in the morning, just because you're so stuck into crocheting. So I really want to have a balance when it comes to that part of work and my other part of life. I think number 3 is to do bulk buying and to do like meal prep. So when it comes to bulk buying, you find that at times when you go to like buy supper, you've only bought onions and maybe tomatoes that are enough for only making dinner, but then tomorrow when you're cooking lunch, you realize you don't have tomatoes. Now you have to go down again and fetch tomatoes, which is just wastage of time, especially if you have a lot to do. And apart from that, is also like, apart from wasting time, it's also like wastage of money, because at times you realize when you buy things in bulk, they become cheaper. So you are saving money and you are saving yourself from too much stress. Yeah. And when it comes to like meal prep, like I won't be doing I usually see most people on TikTok, they usually do like, they even cook and fry the food and then pack them in, like if it's lunch, they pack lunch by itself, supper by itself, and breakfast by itself. But for me, I usually want to do like you buy like meat and chicken, you like place them in the bags and you like freeze them. Like, that is the one that I really want to get into, because it makes work so easier. You don't have the stress of thinking so what to like cook for lunch, what to like cook for dinner. Like you just have a meal planner, and then you just know, like today I'll be cooking beans and rice, so you just have to take out the beans and you have everything that you need to cook it. Although that usually makes you like stay in the house more, but you're just gonna have self control, like it makes works easier. But then when it comes to things like going out, you're really gonna have to still push yourself to go out and to do other activities. And when I was talking about to be able to go out more, I thought about the fourth point, which is to go out, like to try and bring yourself out there. Because you find at times when we become mothers, at times people usually just want to stay at home and take care of the baby. They usually imagine like the burden that it goes into going out with the baby. You have to like find the change of clothes, carry so much thing, find the means of transport. When you get there, the baby is giving you hard time, and when you come back home, you're already tired. So people usually just cancel going out, but you just can't cancel it entirely. You just have to find specific days. You can say like once or twice, let's say even twice a month, you have to go out. Yeah, like days out with your baby, days out with your family, days out with just your friends alone. So you can just categorize it. Like building this kind of relationship usually like brings a certain energy in your life. Like for me, I usually don't go out that much, but whenever I get the chance to do it, I usually feel like I'm so energized to like start a fresh week, so energized to start a fresh month, just so energized to be able to move forward and move on with life, you know. The other thing that I really want to bring in is a different kind of planning. Most of the time when you plan our year, we usually do like just the annual plan. You say by the end of this year I want to save 100,000, by the end of this year I want to go on a vacation, by the end of this year I want to do this. So this usually is so hard to achieve because it looks like there's so much burden on you and there's so much pressure, because you're like, oh my god, 100,000, where will I get 100,000 by the end of the year? So it gives you a lot of pressure. But then I discovered that there's this video I watched on TikTok. It's called 12-week year. It's a 12-week year whereby your year is divided like quarterly. So you say that like the first 12 weeks you treat it as an entire year. You have goals set for that 12 weeks. So for example, let's say I want to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So when I just say that, like I want to get to like 10,000 subscribers, right now I'm almost 7,000 subscribers, like it will look like a lot to me because it really takes long to even get 1,000 subscribers. But then if I divide it into the 12-year week, so like I say the first 12 weeks I want to get 1,000 subscribers, the next 12 weeks I want to get 1,000 subscribers, like that. So that means when I work on that 1,000 subscribers alone, I'll be able to achieve it easier because I'll be able to find things that I can do within that 12 weeks, and it becomes easier to do it than when I say at the end of the year I want to get to 10,000. I will just wait until it gets to October. That's when it hits me. I wanted to get to 10,000, but I'm still stuck at 7,000, if you get me. Yeah, because of the neophilia in me, I usually want to try new things, and I'm not afraid of trying new things. So I said, let me try this out and see how it's gonna work, because things like New Year's resolution, those are things that we left behind, like in 2020. Like the last time I set New Year's resolution, I think it was in 2020, and then I tried using a vision board. The problem with the vision board is that I used to like, I never hung it somewhere I can see. Like I used to like leave it somewhere else, and then it was so hard for me because it was a little bit of pressure, because if I see the goal there and I'm really so far from getting it, it used to give me a lot of pressure. So that's why I thought of the 12-week year. So the 12-week year, let's say something like savings. Let's say for the example I gave about getting 100,000 by the end of the year. So if I say I want to get 10,000 every month, I say in the year of January I want to get 10,000. So I'll just divide and see like how much do I have to save per week, or how much do I have to deduct from my salary to save per month, and that becomes so easier because when I say by the end of the year, I'll just save for the first 3 months and then I'll forget about it and then remember in the last 3 months. Yeah, you get me? And then the other thing I want to do is content planning. Like So right now that I have a lot of content that I have to create, like I have to create content for myself as a content creator, I have to create content for the channel, I have to create content for the business, because when you're a small business owner, you are everything. You're the market person, you're the sales person, you are the social media, whatever, you are everything in that business. So that means you have to remember to create clips while you're crocheting at times. You have to like take pictures after you're done crocheting. You have to create videos on TikTok so that you can market. You have to answer like the questions when customers like DM you. So you can imagine like there's too much work when it comes to content. So I really need to plan. That means I really need a content planner. I really need to plan and realize like on this day I have to post like content on YouTube. On this day I have to create content on my TikTok, on my personal TikTok, to create content on the business TikTok. So it's so much work that it really requires planning. And then the last few things are about health. So the first thing about health is early to bed, early to rise. Like that is an obvious thing. Everyone knows that that is something we should do, but then we usually ignore it so much. At times we go to bed at 12. So that means you have to like sleep the entire morning and wake up by 10 and 11. When you wake up during those times, you're just so tired and you're not motivated. You just end up like the day will just be over without you doing anything. I know, like, yes, you're supposed to relax, but then you're also supposed to get your life together, because you're gonna have to survive. So you're gonna have to get your life together. So I'm gonna try like to wake up early, for me to wake up early, I really have to go to bed early. Yeah, and that is something that I'm really gonna work on. For usually don't know what's wrong with me, because for Chris, I usually see him like he tries so much. When it comes to waking up, he'll wake up on the right time, do all his morning routines, like it comes to exercising, praying, all the things that he's gonna have to do before he goes to work, he'll do it. But then for me, I'll hear him waking up, but I just continue sleeping. I'll hear him closing the door, I'll still continue sleeping. I don't put on my alarm because I know I'll snooze. So I'll just continue sleeping and then end up waking up the same time with Hawi. When we wake up at the same time with him, I'll have to like make his breakfast, make my breakfast, and then spend time with him because he wants all the attention. You just hear like it's 2, you haven't done anything, it's 4, the day is over, and you go to sleep again. It's a really bad routine if you really don't work on it, because if I go to bed early and I'm able to wake up by 6 or 7, that means I'm able to work on a lot, because before he wakes up by 11, that is like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 hours. 5 hours is enough to do so many things when it comes to content, when it comes to your business. Like it's too much time, like it's enough time to be able to do a lot, so that you can finish up by the time he's awake, and in the afternoon you can finish up, and then by the end of the day you'll feel productive. The other thing on health is healthy eating. Yes, I usually eat healthy. Like I'll eat the healthy foods, like I'll eat beans, I'll eat fish. But then one thing that I realized I forget is water, fruits and vegetables. Like I'll eat ugali and fish, but then I'll forget to buy like fruits. Like I'd go there, but the remaining change, like 50 shillings, I'd rather buy a chocolate, or I'd rather like keep it to be able to buy something else tomorrow, but then I'll forget to buy a fruit. Like at times I think I'd remember to buy a fruit for the baby, but I won't remember to buy a fruit for myself. And that is something that most of us like forget, because we think that it's important for the baby, but we forget that we are also living in a human body, and it's also important for our own body, like eating healthy in terms of even eating, not just eating like carbohydrates and proteins, but also fruits and vegetables. Like this is really gonna be hard for me, but I really want to try to be able to eat healthy in terms of adding fruits and vegetables to the meal. And then the last one is to improve on my communication. Like I want to communicate more. Oh my god, like I know I've really improved. There's a video I did about then what I want to do for, I think it was for 2022, and I think I still talked about communication. Like I'm really poor at it, and yes, I'm here again saying the same exact thing. I know I've improved by the years, but I'm not at the point where I want to be. So I really want to improve on communication, like call people, know how they're doing. People should say I won't call you if you don't call me, but I usually don't want to be that kind of a person. Like I really don't want to stick into I won't call you if you don't call me. Like I want to try. Yes, you won't call me, but I want to try and call you, like even if it's once in a while. But then for me, like, one thing that I'm really sure is if I'm the one who always keeps up with the communication and you don't, I'll cut it off. And so yeah, that was it for starting off the year 2024. So I hope you guys will be here with me through all the other videos of 2024. And I think this year I'll really try, by the end of the year I'll have to review. I forgot to review for the year 2022. By the end of this year I'll make sure I try and review. And so thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye bye.